It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and day one of a 4-day project in Poway. Now, this is going to be so fun because, this basic train wreck of a situation here is going to be completely flipped on its head. So these giant agave americanas are going, clearly. The client has a beautiful stand of aloe arborescence that is miraculously free of aloe mite. I mean, we have seen no aloe mite. There's going to be a lot of this left over to work into other areas of the garden. She's got some haworthia here, Aeonium haworthia, a little arboretum, a ton of weeds, some potted, geraniums and strappy grasses and rosemary. All of that is coming out. What she wants is a really beautiful succulent garden. She called me and said, I want curb appeal. So they've got this wonderful terrace, which we're going to totally take advantage of. She has a bougainvillea against the fence here that will leaf out and be stunning in another month or so. This is a family that loves to grow food. So we will be working around this avocado tree, which is really, really happy. They planted it here to kind of hide this telephone pole. So, I don't know what that's going to do. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to make it work. Here's another giant agave to get rid of. And then this is just sort of a swale that they made themselves to kind of get water to collect and flow. So what she would like to see is a little dry stream bed going through this lower section, which I am here for that. So that's the plan, is to pull out, these pig ears, cotyledons we can work back in. Here's a great little stand of aloe nobilis. Also, I don't see any aloe mite on that either. And here's a really, really big stand of that crassula, what is it, pagoda or Christmas tree or something. I may just leave this. I'm not hating this at all. Oh look, and a little hedgehog cactus right here, hiding under the weeds that we can pull out and use. This little stand of ice plant right here, we may keep this, guys. Don't hate that. Go ahead, otherwise we're going to pull up all of the plant material. I'm not...
Sticks. Did you even see it amongst the weeds?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's called swizzle sticks. It's not, one of my favorite euphorbias. I think it's a euphorbia. Mm-hmm. But you know what?
I think it's the pepper smelling kind.
Yeah, maybe it is. Well, let's just take some time to kind of weed this area, this corner out right here, and then step back before we just start selectively taking the stuff out. This might be okay too. Even some little Graptosedum ghosties and another, hedgehog over there. Some really fun things to work with. They had built this area up on top pretty dramatically with a lot of just humusy, composty, wood chippy kind of material, because these are, as I said, people that grow a lot of food. So we'll be able to rework this soil and make some configurations with mounding. Then this upper level here is going to be a lot of crassula. All of the plants in this installation need to be pretty tough. And they will, we're going to run water to them, but they don't plan on watering real often. So it's just going to be a really eclectic mix, which will suit this property and suit this neighborhood beautifully. More of a xeriscape, dry stream bed down here, then softer stuff up there. Oh my gosh. I almost died right then. I slipped and I almost landed in the agave.
I saw.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, wow. Okay.
You almost landed on a sword.
I almost impaled myself. That would have went viral for sure, huh? So look, we've uncovered some rocks, so that's fun. We've also uncovered a lot of, it's like gopher mounds, not fun. Wow. Yeah, this installation will go all the way over here. All the way to the corner, right up behind this water meter. So I am going to have the team pull up this ice plant. I have an idea to do something with barrel cactus over here that's going to look a lot better. And then the way we'll divide, create our bed is with rubble. We'll pull, whether it's river rock or whether it's the chunky stuff, will remain to be seen. But believe it or not, in 4 days, this is going to be completely transformed with the help of our able-bodied team. Kevin, Mel, Blonde Terry, Hannah, Greg, Cullen will be here tomorrow. And yeah, we're just gonna have a lot of fun with this. The roses, she's completely down to rehome. So I may be able to pull some of these pretty glazed pots into the landscape. We'll see how it all plays out. You are definitely going to want to follow along on this one.
Ooh. You guys in the comment. Where's the hole at?
It's right there, Kev.
Ooh. Oh, it stinks.
Oh God, it's literally bleeding.
That's a trip.
Ew.
That's what you were smelling.
Yes, it's nasty.
So here we are about to wrap day 1, and there's some takeaways that I want to share with all of you. One very big takeaway is this weed cloth. They have like 2 layers of weed cloth down, and oh gee, I don't know, what is this? Weeds. So, I mean,
Yep, look that. There we go. And there are
gophers that ate through the weed cloth.
these little
Tunnels here. Clearly, look at this mat o' weeds. Look at that mat o' weeds. Look at that. So, don't put weed fabric down thinking you're not going to get weeds, because this is proof that you will. Also, what we like to use the weed barrier fabric for is to support rock, like under a dry stream bed, so the rock doesn't decompose into the dirt. So we will use it for that application. Also, we like to put it under pathways for the same reason, so that things don't go. But I'm doing something new that I've never done before. So I'm super stoked. The gophers in this were unreal. I have never seen so much gopher activity ever. And Greg and I and the crew, we were all talking about our concerns, because we are going to be running a little dry stream bed through here. And, we could leave and 15 minutes later the gophers could ruin it. So we were talking about doing gopher mesh. And I've never done gopher mesh before. I have planted some things in my personal garden utilizing gopher cages, and it's been very successful, but I haven't used the mesh. So we talked to the client, she agreed to it. So we are adding a day onto this project, and we are going to take the time tomorrow. Greg is going to bring the jackhammer with the spade attachment, and we're going to be doing some work with the grade here. The gopher mesh apparently is very stiff and it's not real malleable, so we aren't going to be able to do this with it. We're going to have to get this level, lay it down, staple it good, and then build up on top of it. So it should be really interesting, and I'm very excited for you to see this happen, in case you also have issues with gophers. I know what I was going to ask Greg. So I was asking Greg if there was any irrigation down below. I had intended to do a xeriscape down here, but when I went to the nursery last week, the selection of appropriate xeriscapic plants was, so I had to make some other choices. So I figured I would just have Greg run drip, but it's not that easy because of this retaining wall. There's no real way to do it without digging down and coming under, and we don't have the time or the inclination in this project to do that. The client did mention to me that she is an avid hand waterer, and frankly, everything that was growing down here before looked like it was getting plenty to drink anyway. So I think I'm going to talk to her about that, just to manage expectations. And we'll just run our drip up here. We have to support the cherry tree and the avocado tree and the bougainvillea and all of the softer things that I bought to go up on the upper level. But man, right? This is this little, you know, installation was just plants that the client had collected over a period of about 10 years and thrown in. So this has been a really big job. You know, this stuff has been here for a hot minute. So look at how nice this looks over here, where the guys got, you know, got all of that ice plant out. This is going to be so intentional with my barrel cactus. I'm so excited about this corner piece. Really, I'm excited about the whole thing. So until tomorrow, you guys get out there and get to work and get in your gardens and start making some magic for yourself. And if you need help, reach out through my website at designforserenity.com. I've been doing consultations with you guys like crazy. I'm having so much fun. We can Zoom, we can FaceTime. If things go well, you can. Oh yes. Yeah, and my, you know, I love Waterwise Botanicals, and they'll deliver for me pretty much anywhere in the state of California. So, you know, if you are in California, I can hook you up. So just let me know. Thanks for subscribing. We're getting very close to 100,000, and for following this journey. I love you guys. Bye.